Wonderful viewers, thank you for joining me. A viewer asked me to do a character profile on Stephen Miller, and he is one that I wanted to do a character profile on. So here we go in the hero position. In other words, this is him. We have the Page of Cups, and in the dominant outward quality, we have Queen of Swords, dominant inward quality. We've got strength, goal. We've got the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and motivation. We have the Two of Pentacles. What's at stake? We've got the Page of Wands. We've got a lot of pages. All right, and 7, flaw or need. We've got the loss card, source of the flaw or need. We've got the world, and effect the flaw has on reaching the goal. We've got the High Priestess. There's some mystery about that. All right, now I see a lot of pages here, which suggests immaturity. He's represented by a Page of Cups. Yeah, and I think he does come with messages that help the people he works for to feel good. You know, somebody said recently that he was giving an interview for One on a talk show, on one of those political commentary kinds of cable news shows that he was giving. He was talking to Trump and Trump alone. So this might be him, you know, that he's not mature in that role, and he's trying to make Trump feel good. Let's look for some clarification there, or maybe he tries to make whoever he's working for feel good. Clarification of the Page of Cups from a different deck. Okay, so that's just the universe saying I really meant it. That is him. All right. Okay. Now, dominant outward quality. Now, truth. Okay, so he's got the sword. He is the speechwriter. So yes, words, putting forth what he sees as truth, not to be messed with, you know, just sort of forthright out there. You know, that's his dominant outward quality. That's what people would like to, that's what he would like to see himself as, and that's what he purports to be. That's what he purports to be, somebody who brings the truth. In his inward quality, there's some strength, which is interesting because there's a little bit of divine protection with this usually, and the Hermit. So, okay, so I'm reading this to mean inside, inwardly, he's pretty independent. He's pretty independent. He doesn't mind being alone. That's really kind of okay with him. All right, and for his goal, okay, so he's the Page of Cups, making Trump feel good. His goal is to become the Page of Swords. You know, yeah, so his goal is to learn how to bring the truth, his own truth, you know, his version of the truth, and you know, cut the air with his words, right? Slice through any kind of doubt with his wise words, his intellect. His goal is to become a page, which is something else, because normally that's not one's goal, that's one's starting point. But apparently the Page of Cups he may see that as inferior to the Page of Swords. All right. I'm going to clarify. Yeah, he feels like he really needs to stand his ground with that. He does. He feels like, you know, he could lose this progress he's making to becoming the Page of Swords at any moment. He's got to stand his ground. And, you know, there is uncertainty in anybody employed at the White House. It seems to me there's some uncertainty in their positions. He wants to advisor. He's technically supposed to also be an advisor to the president. I think this means he would like to be taken more seriously as that, not just be the guy that makes the president feel good, but be the guy that has an opinion, you know, has some smarts, has some ideas that are taken seriously. he's got to stand his ground with that. I don't think that's always welcome. I think he has some resistance to that. Okay, he may feel like he's had competition to be that, to be an actual advisor, a real advisor. Okay, and the motivation is the Two of Pentacles. He's balancing sources of money and financial stability, security. I need some clarification on that one for sure. The Three of Wands. All right, well, he's juggling priorities and he's watching, he's looking, he's got to start on following his goals, but he's watchful. Yeah, so he's standing his ground, he's watchful. That's just maybe part of being in the White House right now, being in that inner circle. And what's at stake is the Page of Wands. Okay, so what's at stake is, can he use his current position to move toward achieving his goals? I don't think he really likes being the Page of Cups, sort of being relegated to being a yes man. Let's make him feel good. I don't think he really likes that. He would rather be this, the Page of Swords, and he certainly would love to keep moving forward with this goal he has. It's sort of in its infancy. Yeah, it's not developed yet, but boy, he would sure like to, and he hopes he doesn't lose it. It feels like to him like that's at stake. He could lose progress he has made toward developing a real purpose, a real direction that can be fruitful. Let's see. And he's got the Hangman. He just doesn't know how that one's going to turn out. He sees something at stake here. He doesn't know how it's going to turn out. It's so interesting to me. Here he is, the page, but his outward quality is the Queen of Swords. He really tries to put himself out that way as, the expert. He's got the truth. He's got the intellect. He's got the right analysis. Yeah, okay. 7 is flaw or need. He has loss. He has loss. We don't know what kind of loss this is, but it's on his mind. And he feels the need for more. Emotional fulfillment, sources of warmth and care, maybe. I don't know about that one, though, because this card suggests he's really pretty emotionally independent and he doesn't mind being alone. So I don't know if it's that or it's just sources of happiness, I guess. He feels some real loss in that area. And I think that's true. I mean, I don't think this position is what he thought it was going to be. There's 2 cups still standing. All is not lost, but I don't think it's what he thought it was going to be. He sees some loss from where he was a year ago. And we have conflict. And that's why, okay, the conflict, within the staff, within the conflict, really, that's created by Trump, frankly. It's not what he thought it was going to be. And the source of the flaw is the world. Now that's interesting to me. What in the world? The source of the loss is the world. And this can indicate a move to a new home. Yeah, it can indicate a move. I'm wondering if, he blames the world. That's really got to be it. The source of the loss. This position isn't what I thought it was going to be. I have a lot more conflict than I thought I was going to have. I feel some loss there. He blames the world. He does not, I said, well, Trump is probably the source of a lot of that conflict. Well, that's not the way he sees it. No. He blames the world. Just, for some reason, everybody's against him. And he hasn't been able to get done what he wanted to get done. But there may be a move. Okay. And the effect the flaw has on reaching the goal. High Priestess, we don't know. There's mystery here. Now his loss, how's he going to handle that loss and this not being what he wanted it to be? And in fact, he wants to become, he really wished he would have become something like the Page of Swords or the Page of Wands. He really wanted to be that. He really wanted to get a good start on his goals. So those are the 3 cups that might be spilled too. He's not getting to be any of that. He still remains the Page of Cups. But he blames the world. There may be a move. The effect the flaw has on reaching the goal. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it would serve him better to be happy, happy, happy. And he would get to the place where he could be, he could take on some real credibility as an advisor, the beginning of credibility as an advisor or as a purpose-driven person in the cabinet. But I don't know. That's real mysterious. The Emperor is there. Okay. Well, okay. So the Emperor, I would think, is Trump. He's the problem here with the losses, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that's saying sort of this is the effect it has. So, okay, so yeah, the loss is connected with Trump and what he's doing and making it difficult for him to reach the goal. I just don't think, I think this is saying that's a no. I think this is saying, yeah, you've lost these things, but you never really had them anyway, and don't count on it. I think that's probably what that's saying. So Stephen Miller, he's a yes man, that's for sure. A yes man yearning to be a look at me how smart I am man. Or a boy, I've got great ideas, follow me man. But it's just not happening here. Nope. Let me do past, present, and future. I like to do this sometimes. Separate out the present here and draw a past and a future card. Past is the 3 of Cups in the future. Okay, so past means he had a new beginning. He felt like, hey, I've got a beginning. I'm building something. He felt like he was working with others and they'd gotten a good beginning anyway in building some things. Maybe that was, he felt like, this is an inspired idea. Yeah, we got a new beginning. Well, and yes, he did. I mean, the campaign was successful and he had that beginning. It was looking good for a while, what he would be able to accomplish. In the future, we have the King of Swords. So I don't know. The rest of the reading suggests he's not able to even become the Page of Swords. So the King of Swords here is probably not him. Let me look. There he is, that 2 of Pentacles again, balancing. I wonder if this has to do with, I wonder if that's Mueller. I wonder. He's the King of Swords. He's a mature man. He is analytical and logical and going to cut through the BS. So I'm wondering about that. And Stephen Miller's juggling. What should I do? How much should I say? Yeah, that could very well be 2 competing priorities for security. Will this one make me more secure, this option, or will that one make me more secure? We don't know. So I think that's probably in his future and what's going on in his mind for the future. So there we go. That's Stephen Miller. He seems like a lonely guy to me, but he's okay with being alone. He's probably pretty guarded. He is definitely a page. He's a yes man. He's not mature. He yearns to be an immature other, an immature Page of Swords or Page of Wands. So that's not, yeah. he turns out to be kind of a sad figure in a way, and focusing on loss quite a lot, conflict. He's not too happy in his position here. And he may move. He may move. There might be a change here. Okay. He too is not immune from threat of being fired, I guess. Or resigning and moving on. To me, this would suggest more resignation. Moving on to happier places. We'll see. Okay, thank you so much.